All right, so we are live. Welcome to another episode of The Other Side of Vegas. I'm your host, Roy Evans.
Bruno Browning.
And we are on location at Juicy Beets.
Again?
Streaming live, yes sir. With Disco Supreme. Who's this guy right here?
I don't know if his pants are snazzy.
Mr. Snazzy Pants.
DJ Snazzy. That's a thing now. DJ Snazzy Pants is a fucking thing now.
Yeah, don't get him started. You're going to be Snazzy Pants from now
Snazzy
on.
Pants, dude.
Jeez. Well,
Hashtag Snazzy Pants.
We got Elad in the building, and Oya Casey and Chris Jocelyn, and they make up Disco Supreme. And before we get into them, I'm going to get some business out the way as far as what's going on this week here. And
There's nothing going on, right?
absolutely nothing.
Vegas does nothing going on. Nothing at all.
Absolutely
No house
nothing.
music, no.
Starting with tonight, we got Friday Night Social with resident Carlos Sanchez at Bocho. With Midnight Affair and David Serrano. What's up, Dave? And then also tonight at DCR, you got Unfiltered Soul with Rob Alon and Doug W. And also downtown, that is Kama at Turmeric with Ikaika and Douglas Gibbs. That is today and tomorrow. They do Fridays and Saturdays. Also tonight, Tempo After Hours, you got Disco Supreme with these cats right here. Also Steve Walker. Y'all remember Rabbit Hole.
Rabbit hole.
And what is this? Is this tomorrow? Tomorrow, Saturday. I think this is a. This is the flyer I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
I think it's Soul State.
Yep.
Soul State, but it's like part of a flyer. It's not even the whole thing. It doesn't even say where it is.
Cropped.
Yeah.
Velveteen Rabbit.
See, and I was gonna say Artifice.
No.
Because it's usually Artifice. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. So
Artifice too.
so Soul State tomorrow.
Fake news.
At at Artifice with Kevin Anderson and Desert Hearts, Bad Beat, Sky, Gambit, Flash Gang.
Who?
And then also tomorrow night for Tempo After Hours, you have Nick Sandoval, David Serrano, Vixen and Disconnect. And let's see here, Sunday, Terrace, Sunday Sessions. They got it popping in the afternoons now.
Good time there last week.
Yep, and that's going to be a mantra takeover with Alex Clark, Bad Beat, Justin Boulay, Lance LaRock, Oscar Molina, and Shelby Akuna Matata.
Exactly.
Like,
Kinematography.
come on, man.
We can't pronounce like 90%.
She's nice.
I had to dodge that one. I wasn't.
What is it really?
Man,
No,
listen.
Shelby.
Shelby.
What are the Shelby's there?
Shelby
Well,
from
I mean,
Mantra.
the last name was there, so you know, I thought about it, and then the soup cooler said, "Dude, slow your roll."
She's a bro. Shelby the bro.
And also Sunday, you got second Sundays with myself and Bruno Browning, and we have Brian and Brenda Gardner from Soul Foundation.
Something special too, right?
Huh?
I got something special too this month. Something different.
It's relative.
It's different.
And then after that, we're gonna segue right here to Juicy Beets for the after party
Second
with myself,
Sunday.
Bruno, and Tino
Sunday.
and Bad Beat. So that rounds out the weekend, and then next week you have T3, which is Techno Taco Tuesdays with Mandy, and that's with Soto, Oscar Molina, and Bad Beat. And then Wednesday you have Wrecking Crew Wednesdays here at Juicy Beets, and that's going. And that's matter of fact, big ups to my girl Jessica Lynn. She's gonna be celebrating her birthday. And
Gilf.
she's gonna be getting it in with.
Sagittarius season.
And she's gonna be getting it in with Brenda D and Mindy J.
I see how it is.
Yeah, man. Bad Beat and Lance Rock is gonna go back to back, and Super is coming out of retirement.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, man, and Casey Andrew on the percolators, and
Take him anywhere.
also Wednesday you got the Funk Down with Unfiltered Souls, Rob Blond, Doug W at the W Hotel, as well as Solution Wednesdays at DCR with Ikaika, and Thursday you got DCR Thursdays with Lenny Alfonso
Low down, Lenny.
So,
at the downtown cocktail
so
room.
Tuesday, they're doing after hours here with Mandy and them. While he was playing, we're doing a little birthday party.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Oh,
come
nice.
check it out.
So
Bring a
we,
Happy birthday.
Bring a present.
so we're gonna get a
Bring
pre-happy
me a cupcake.
birthday jumping off right now. We're gonna get a pre-happy birthday jumping off.
You guys can celebrate.
Don't
for
be
me.
a
I don't do
don't be a
tequila.
chick.
We got an early.
I don't do tequila. I can't.
We got so
Oh,
much
you
stuff going
fucking
on.
Where are you from?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
What?
Sack up.
Telling ya.
Handle that on that side.
We drink vodka and whiskey. We
Get a
don't
little-
drink. We don't drink tequila.
Yeah, but you guys do copious amounts of other things.
Get her
Oh,
a
in
little
that
bit
country?
of.
That we do.
Don't shame her again.
You want a
That way
vodka
they
with
do.
No, I'm fine. I'm just fine with beer.
What you need? Some wine or something?
You want a wine
I'm
cooler?
good with this.
He wants to
I
spin
have
off.
to go
He wants
to
to spin
dinner
off
and
ice.
I have all night.
You want
some vodka and
Kool-Aid?
You want a purple
I'll get my
drink?
drinks
Hey, sweet
tonight.
pea.
Don't worry.
Giannis.
Here's to you guys and
Salud.
Cheers.
early happy birthday.
Giannis.
Now,
I love plastic shot glasses.
Makes it warm just like it
It
should
makes
be,
it
right?
so warm, right?
uh,
I can't help it. I'm an asshole. Sorry. I can't help it. That's how my mama made me.
yeah, I mean, and plus he's been on hiatus, so he's just been itching to be
Itching. Itching.
itching.
You broke out your crayon and wrote everything you wanted to say down this week.
Yeah, that my 169 IQ.
So these guys have been Disco Supreme for how long now?
Officially, almost a year, but unofficially, 2 years.
Let's go with official.
Facebook, whatever. Memory suggested that we had our first one. What was it in November?
November,
2 years ago.
That's just kind of
So
awful,
it's
right?
been- it's been
it
2
awful,
years.
guys?
What's that?
I've had Facebook those memories that be off. I'm like, dude, I didn't think it was that. No, I'm not saying it in a bad way. I can't
Sometimes I
trust
don't want
it.
to be reminded of things.
That's
I've done.
valid as shit. That's valid
But
as
it still
shit.
reminds me.
Facebook is a chick. She remembers what she wants to remember how.
Exactly.
That's
On
some
this day,
brilliant
at this
fucking
time.
shit right there, dude. As long I haven't known you that long, but that is hands down the best thing you've ever said. Matter of fact, we should probably stop hanging out because I don't think you can top it.
Okay, get your shirt, bro.
Oh man. Okay, so unofficially 2 years, and how'd that come about?
We were just trying to do something a little different, do our own thing.
I think at the time we were talking and, we were like, there's so many crews in town that kind of like are being cliquey and like, at the time it felt like, people were like kind of promoting themselves but weren't supporting others as much and there was a lot of people complaining about it and there was always like something going on. And we were like, well, let's just create something that supports everyone as long as we support house, techno, underground scene. Let's, create something and build it as a platform to basically get the word out there to people like in Vegas area or even, California area about everything that's going on because there's so much good stuff going on and people say, oh, there's no underground in Vegas or there's, whatever, but there is. And
Those
I
people are
think
stupid at
we
saying.
have so much talent in this town. Really, there's so many people that need to be heard and, we decided to just kind of get the word out there. Not like, we still now, two years later, we, repost every flyer and everyone that's doing something, in connection to, in relation to underground music. So
Good shit.
that was
It's
the
a whole,
idea.
it's a whole don't talk about it, be about it kind of thing. Where
Yes,
everybody's
sir.
like, hey, we should all work together. Hey, we should all help each
That's
other
two.
out.
That's two
It's
T-shirt
like,
ideas I'm stealing from you.
it's like, hey, just do it. Don't say it. I mean,
That's right.
so that's what we just
Actions,
started doing.
baby. Actions.
And I mean, and we do go out and support as much as we can, I know it's impossible to support everyone all the time.
That's the challenge.
We do need days when we need to, put a lid on it, but we try to get out and support good music. So
Do y'all split your
That's the
forces like anytime? Like sometimes I can't do something. And
we don't delegate or anything.
No, I'm saying like there's sometimes that the other side of Vegas we want to about support stuff obviously too. Sometimes he's got to work earlier. Sometimes I have a wife.
Oh, yeah,
it's like
of course.
I got this handled. Like
Oh,
you,
yeah, no,
you
of
just a
course.
rep a little bit.
I just tell them what
Smart.
to do usually. Yeah.
Oh, he should be used to that.
It's a whole yes, my dear. Yeah, I know how it works.
You told me how it works.
I read that fortune cookie and I'm good.
Oh shit. Because there is so much. The reason I ask, because
So much.
it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
There's so much to do, and you guys are youngsters. I mean,
Yeah, I mean they're younger, but they're doing things. They're putting in work and they're repping.
Tough.
Matter of fact, you guys rep Vegas. Because you guys have been traveling. But where you guys originally from?
Israel, Tel Aviv, born and
what?
raised.
I love that scene.
Almost.
I couldn't even come up with a joke for that quick enough.
I love that scene.
I'm
That's a party
losing
town.
it. I'm losing my touch.
I'm from Estonia, from Europe.
Estonia.
Estonia, yes.
That's where what you call it's from in Bio, not Biodome, but what was
That's
that?
what movie Hostel.
What was that movie? What was that movie where Brandon Fraser's in? He's from Estonia. Never mind. You guys probably don't remember.
Yeah, thanks.
They're
Thanks.
too young.
Yeah.
Some low budget
I'm
knockoff.
21, so I don't know these things.
Encino Man.
Really?
Yep, that's from Estonia.
Wow, no shit.
Yeah, I don't think he's
They
really.
get
Sorry,
they
okay,
get
we rabbit hole.
Estonian in Estonia.
Rabbit hole. Yeah, that was their whole point. Rabbit hole.
And where you originally from, Chris?
Like Arizona.
Like
The West Coast. I grew up all over the West Coast.
Like Arizona?
I was born in Arizona.
You were a bone.
With,
Yeah, that's private
I mean,
shit right there.
when you break it down, yeah, probably. Arizona, born in Arizona. My family's from there. I grew up in Portland, Northwest. Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Spent a lot of time and started playing music in San Diego,
Okay.
California, so West Coast,
San Diego knows
Like-
nothing about
like
house
over
music.
there.
all over the place.
Yeah, San Diego don't know shit
They don't
about
know
house
shit about
music.
house music.
Fuck them.
Marketing.
San Diego. We just went to San Diego a few
Two
weeks
fingers,
ago,
baby.
actually.
Two fingers.
So much fun. So much
Essays.
fun.
As a matter of fact, shout out to all my people in California.
Me too.
That shit is crazy
Shout
with the fucking
out.
fire.
Yep.
I hope everybody's safe. And
Fuck, that's horrible.
I got a couch with your name on it if you need it.
I saw a video the other day, like everything.
Fucking horrible.
The horses and
It's
stuff?
like it doesn't seem real. Like it's
Yeah. And actually, the video was from people like on
driving.
the 405, I think it was,
so.
and they were like surrounded by the shit. And
Yeah.
it was like, holy
That whole
fuck.
mountain, it's just like looks like Armageddon. Just the whole thing's just like rolling flames. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Shit is getting real in the field, and it sucks that rabbit hole. No, I'm not going to go there. But unfortunately, there are too many of us that just aren't even remotely versed in any kind of adversity, whether it be natural disasters or,
Who are these people?
crazy people with pistols. Like it just.
We don't allow that.
I mean, it
share
sucks.
the video.
It sucks that a lot of people are going through it. A lot of people are just kind of losing their shit,
Yeah.
like literally and figuratively. But
sure it's okay.
yeah. So how long you guys been here?
This month is actually today's the 8th. 2 days ago was 11 years.
You
Holy
guys been here
shit.
for
That I've
long.
lived in Vegas.
Huh.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I've been here for a minute.
That's real time.
I mean, and
I've done my time.
No, it's real. No, 10 years is like the real
tried
time.
to escape
That's the real
last
time
year,
mark.
but I came back.
That's the real time mark.
how about you guys?
Myself,
Yeah.
coming up on like 4.5 years.
Oh, didn't hit the mark, did you?
Oh.
Didn't hit the real time mark. Almost there.
Almost there. Yeah,
I've
I'm
been
the
here,
newbie of the bunch.
I've been here 7
Oh, okay.
Are you lying? No, you're not
years,
lying.
maybe 7.
He was in Arizona for 3, Portland for 6, and
He
then
was
San
from
Diego
like
for 2.5.
he was like in
And
Arizona.
I'm on 14 since I like him.
And the thing about it, at least for me, is which is really cool, is I like to like be a part as well as observe from the outside, and in doing so, I get to enjoy watching people grow. I've watched you guys grow as people and as DJs, and actually, without sounding all foo-foo and shit, kind of blossom.
See, as soon as you said don't sound foo-foo, it sounds
You
foo-foo
know,
as shit.
Hey,
love you, but
I'm
just
securing my
saying.
man.
Hey, I know you are, but I'm still
I mean, but at least I don't do shots like that stuff.
Oh,
but
who's
I
he
got
asking?
to draw the line.
You got your line somewhere.
I don't have like, what was that? Watermelon and pork belly tacos and shit.
Listen, don't. Hey, listen.
Oh, right.
Hey, back me-
Raging about
Hey,
him.
back me up.
Check my blog, bro.
Back me up, Doc. Back me up, Doc. Like, you didn't have it. You don't
He
need
came
swine.
back. Oh my goodness! Oh
Dude,
my
that shit,
goodness!
dude, I went and rubbed one out that night to it. It was delicious. I'm telling you now. They were staying in my fucking game. I normally do it to myself, but you know,
How else
delicious.
is it gonna stay good in the fridge, right?
Hey. What's wrong with you?
But I think it's really cool because there are a lot of cats, and like you mentioned earlier, we got a lot of talented people, and I like seeing people cross this imaginary or invisible line where it's like, holy shit, like you see somebody like really like stepping their game up, and unfortunately a lot of cats just do just enough to get in,
To get by.
you know, and then you have people that, you know, they get in, then they roll up their sleeves and they put in more work,
Next level.
you know, and that's why they end up, for lack of a better phrase, separating themselves from other people. And one thing I've noticed is that more times than not, it's usually not done with that in mind.
Never. I don't think so.
It's not I want to be better than so and so. It
Yeah.
just so happens that I'm working harder and I'm doing more shit.
It's usually the opposite when someone says that. They've been, as far as the payoff. If someone puts in mind, well, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, it's just, you just do X, Y, Z. I mean, you put the work in, and it sends, for the most part, it tends to bear itself out. At least I think. I mean, how much are you willing to grind? And I mean, fucking grind. It's easy to quit. I mean,
It's easy to talk about it.
oh, it's even easier to do that. You know, I mean, you know,
To do it.
to do
Grab
it.
that.
I always have big dreams, maybe bigger than, you know, I should or whatever. I always try to see like the bigger picture, the
Nothing
bigger
wrong with that.
perspective, and like I just want the best, like, you know, for us as a team and myself, and like I see a brand, you know, being, you know, bigger.
Yeah,
than
that's,
anything
of course. But you guys put the work in.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not scared to.
Some
do
people
that.
see the brand and
About
don't work.
working. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's.
Speaking of putting the work in, what you guys got coming up?
Well, it has our local calendar planned out.
Yeah,
for like
well, we're pretty much, you know,
January
we're
26th,
posting on Fridays
playing.
at Tempo after hours, and we booked all the way through end of January. I'm starting to book February now. We have a lot of talent coming from California in
Guys got-
January, pretty much almost every
Got Matt
single
coming, right?
Yeah, we got Matt.
every single week, pretty much in January, except for one. I think when you and Edgar
Jay,
are on.
David Serrano playing?
David Serrano's playing tomorrow, actually.
Just kidding. Edgar, play with Edgar.
Yeah, like no, every single week is people from Cali, so it's pretty exciting. Some
It's a
every
good
week in
energy
January?
there, too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So
And it's
some
good,
cool
solid
talent
people,
to show-
solid music,
to show
solid
people.
artists.
And then we have our Secret Society, Disco Supreme Secret Society parties that have been doing really good.
That
Like
sounds
we just
scary.
did a third one, and it was a tea party, Alice in Wonderland theme, and then we did the vampire party, and we did the masquerade. So January 1 is gonna next one is January, so it's gonna be January 2nd, and that one is a secret. Can't announce what it's gonna be yet, but it's gonna be here at Juicy Beets. So
Everything's a Juicy Beets.
Yeah, they have a great sound system.
it's really juicy here.
Yeah.
I like the first time I went to Tempo was last week. After you and I played together for the first time, you were right.
I know.
I know. I told her, I said, "Have we played together?" And she goes, "You were hanging around." I was like, "Are we hanging around? I'm not hanging around." The Dre's, I said, "I'm gonna lie.
What's it called? You were
I'm gonna
train-
tell
you were
Roy."
train-spotting.
No, I don't think so. But I don't think so. I was like, so I'm a lot of Roy coming in. But anyway, I went and visited Tempo afterwards. We had a really good time at Bacho. That energy of that crowd is that, you know, we talk about not forgetting the old cats, but like focused on the young, because everyone has lives, you know,
Yeah.
that are our age normally.
Yeah.
They got kids and stuff, or whatever. The energy at Tempo was amazing, just because they were all pretty much, they seemed to be young, except Edgar and I. I mean, you know.
My parents were there, bro.
Okay, that don't count. That was like a field trip to see what you're doing and make
They
sure
didn't
you
go to Tempo.
they-
They went to
Yeah, they were at Bacho. They were at Tempo.
It's like OSHA
They
came
did
in.
not do it.
Yeah, they were at Tempo. Yeah, exactly. They were at Tempo. But the energy there was so good. You know, I meant to talk to you about it. It was exactly what we were talking about.
was
The
really
younger cats that were doing their thing.
It's definitely a new spot for I think everyone in Vegas. Like, you know, like the
hard to
Dre's
find.
used to be Dre's
Oh,
house
it's
room back in the
legit
day.
underground feel.
That's
Yeah.
when everybody, you know, would go every weekend and you see the same faces. You know, when you come in, and if you go on your own, you know, I mean, I don't recommend it, but
I go anywhere on my own. I
Especially
thought it was
for the
Club
ladies.
Bodega there first.
No, it's like real underground.
But
It's
you're gonna walk in
great.
and you're gonna know at least 10 people there. Like it's
Yeah.
I know
guaranteed.
anyone there.
Like you not. It's just
best part about
a
it.
weekly gathering where you just hang out with your friends. Like you know.
It's
once
good
a
vibe,
week.
good vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be better on the 26th.
Also, we forgot to mention about the rooftop at Commonwealth. Where we're doing a recurring monthly there.
Oh, really? When?
On Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys have been a part of it in the past, right?
Yeah, I was supposed to play it. There's too many people playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 DJs. It's too
Oh,
many.
that's right. Commonwealth.
I
Okay.
can't get
Yeah.
behind that.
I'm going to LA next weekend, playing 3 gigs in LA, and then
Shameless promote much?
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's what the platform
it's all
was
He
for.
asked,
Hell
he
yeah.
asked what we have coming
I just
up.
want to bust your balls a little bit. That's just a little bit.
Don't have any to bust.
Oh.
They're there. They're imaginary. But they're there.
So where are you gonna be at?
I am playing at the Pattern Bar twice. First is for Paddock on Saturday, and then
Really?
At the Temple Tuesdays on the Tuesday, the 19th, and then I'm doing the Toys for Tots on the Sunday with AJ Mora.
Oh, okay.
His party.
Yeah. Big ups to AJ.
Kids
Yeah.
trying to get over.
And
their
speaking of
toys.
toy drives, thank you to everybody that helped out with toy drive yesterday.
Yeah, why didn't you let me know about that, like on the phone?
I had no idea that was going on either.
Well, I mean, it was a private event anyway.
But I still would give it to you.
Yeah,
Huh?
send a
I still would
blanket
give. Where
or something.
can we still give it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you
Yeah,
the
it'll be up
info.
afterwards. Yeah.
But a lot of actually I probably can't even say the kids that were benefited. But big ups to Neo and his mom and Lorraine's closet and all that.
Awesome.
For everything they did. That was good shit.
Did we do something? Didn't they do something at the Taco Tuesday, like collecting clothing and stuff, like
This year?
a couple of years in a row? No, not this
Has
year,
anybody
not
done
yet.
that this year?
And I was thinking if they don't do it, then we should.
Yeah, we
you
should
know,
do something like that.
We should do
Yeah,
something
you know,
where
well, that's
people can
honestly,
bring,
that's-
like,
Blanket drive.
you
That
know,
was one of the
good
reasons
clothing
why
that they
I
just
got
don't use
in
anymore, jackets
with
and
Neo
stuff.
and his mom because honestly I just didn't feel like. I mean, I did it last year.
Was that you that did it?
Yeah.
You brought a bunch of clothes and you had a big box?
You know,
Yeah.
Eddie,
We should do that.
You know, Eddie, he did something also, like, he collected stuff for homeless people because it's so cold outside. And, like, people brought, like, jackets, like, you know, good clothing,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know, slightly used clothing that they don't want anymore. But it's warm, so, like, you know, this is cold
We
outside.
should do that, Roy. Collab. Our first collab. Blanket drive.
Co-produce.
You know what? Let's do
On
it.
the 2nd.
Let's do it.
Our next monthly here.
Bet. Let's do it.
Let's do it. We
That's
have a bunch of
already
blankets.
after the holidays,
And it's
though.
I mean,
peak season time where it's
because
cold
as long as
hell.
I'm
Is
as
it
long
really
as I don't
cold as
have
hell? We
to
really need
Are you
jackets?
serious?
as long as I don't have to organize it on my own.
We'll help.
then
We'll talk after.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
zip some sandals because
Because right now, I mean, I've always
So
just been
dress,
comfortable just doing shit on my own. Like I keep pocket warmers, you know, and when I run out, I'll make hot toddies and take
Well,
it down.
all these
pass
homeless
them
people
out.
outside don't have
That sounds good
the
right now.
push button jackets with the hand warmers. You know, you brew a little Nespresso in the coat pocket.
a really good idea for you guys. I go to Walmart and I just get a case of those little pocket warmers. They last like I think 7 or 10 hours. They're like 70 cents for 2 of them. You know, get a case of them and just hand them out. You got homeless people on the street. Because I tell you one thing, I know from firsthand knowledge that once that coal and from the concrete sinks into you, you will never experience cold like that.
That's true. You know what you can use those for, right? Back me up on this. They're just like MRE heaters.
Pretty much.
Toasty balls. Seriously. I ain't kidding. I'm not kidding.
It comes from within.
I'm being honest.
The views expressed here are not so.
Oh, they are completely
Do not go putting a pocket warmer on your balls.
Listen, they don't have cold.
But then again,
Not directly, anyway. Put something in between.
if you dumb enough to listen to this dude, man,
Hey,
at least take video.
raise your hand if you've been to the Arctic Circle. That's what I fucking thought. So suck balls, all of it.
So, if,
You took
And-
2 lefts instead of a left and a right. Or
thank you for the context. If you're not going to the Arctic Circle, don't put them on
Trying
your
to kill
balls.
Santa Claus.
But they're great for your pocket. They're great to hand out to homeless cats. You can put them in their boots and shit
Same
like
thing.
that. Boots are way different than balls, dude. Like, sorry, that's just not happening.
Boots and balls, that's what we call it. The Boots and Balls fucking toy drive. Our blanket drive. Done. Trademark.
Boots and cats.
Boots and balls. It's so coming back. That sounds awesome.
Can't take this motherfucker nowhere.
Or hide from me.
But I kind of like it though.
Which is a weird thing.
I kind of like it. Boots and balls. Boots and balls
Gotcha,
donation.
gotcha.
Is that what you want to call the
alliteration?
So
Boots and
balls,
balls,
guys?
dude. I'm telling
Name
you.
for the next
Because you can think,
track.
I'm telling you, boots and balls. I'm telling
Balls.
you.
You know what?
Balls.
It's memorable.
Balls EP.
Let's make it the first track. Let's make it a track.
Okay, you gotta make one
Boots
first.
and balls EP. One's called Boots and the other's called Balls.
Damn. Shady in
I
here.
said it's the next EP. One is called Balls. One's called whatever.
See, that loses it. Gotta be boots and balls.
Well, I guess it's better than bougie balls.
Oh, Doc Lee,
that's a good one.
Doc Lee, I'm blaming you for that because I told him the bougie ass Bruno story.
You know what? Doc is gonna have to chime in, and he's gonna have to quantify that shit because right now that just made him super bougie bald.
It's my case. He said bougie ass Bruno. Like, then he started doing that.
So you guys got you got things booked up through January next year, and
We can relate.
Oh, you know what I forgot to mention is we were talking to the guys at West Coast Weekender.
okay,
Yeah, so we're trying to work.
big ups to them, Oscar P.
Trying to work out something so we could work together, go out there. If you guys need rooms, people watching, need rooms.
And that is
We're
May
going out there,
May
Charlie.
4th through the 6th,
Yeah.
San Diego, West Coast Weekender.
We're definitely
This-
going.
This third annual.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
Be sure to
awesome
hit
event.
up Oscar P. or Jessica
Or
and-
Disco Supreme, hit them up.
or Disco
We sent
Supreme.
you.
Yeah, we
You
have,
know,
we have to hook up.
for your traveling needs and all that stuff and your accommodations, and that's gonna be badass.
It's
And
gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be fun.
And the weather's gonna be amazing.
it is.
It's always
It
It's
is
gorgeous.
And it's at the new
San
spot.
Diego in May. I don't need an event to go.
Yeah, right?
I'm going.
Who needs to twist my arm to go to San Diego in May?
But that market.
But yeah, we out there.
They got that what is it? That hotel.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it. I hadn't been to that one, but it looks great.
It's awesome. They got the whole place. It's got a pool right in the center of it. And then they got the opening and closing party there.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the event that's right down the street from there.
Yeah, at the other spot.
We should do an on location thing then.
Should.
Yeah, let's do it.
Seriously, when we're gonna be out there.
It's
Yeah.
every room you get comes with 2 tickets. So it's like if you're staying there, you buy a room there. You get two passes. You don't have to worry
Lafayette
about it.
Hotel.
Yeah, it's a Lafayette Hotel.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the look. I mean, it's got that.
It looks like a French hotel. Like,
Yeah.
It's like gaudy. It's a big white place. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's good shit. It's gonna be badass. Now, I paid to go 2 years in a row and wasn't able to make it. So,
So hey Chris, if you listening to me out here, so Chris, if you're listening to this,
oh Chris, well, big ups to Chris. Y'all got my money twice, goddammit. Actually, last year I gave my ticket away. I gave it to
you gave it to me and I gave it to somebody else.
2
2 years ago,
Alex.
Alex.
See, that's the spirit of
Yeah.
Boots and balls.
There you go.
Oh, got your balls again.
Spirit of giving. You gave his away. He passed it along. Say, come on, keep up. Come on, keep up. Pass it along.
Passing the
I
ball.
Pay it
The
forward.
torch,
Pay
not
it
the
forward.
ball.
Pay it forward.
Passing the ball.
I can't be the only one.
Pay it forward. Pay
I know. Okay.
Play it forward, baby.
Somebody kills Mike, please.
Good luck. Spirit of giving.
So now,
Here, Bruno, let me help you out.
in the past year, you guys have been doing some traveling and putting in work. What you guys been up to this year?
This year's been like kind of a big year for us. I think like just like a lot of things go into it. Like you said earlier, like just development of the brand and like websites and T-shirts, designs and hats and all that stuff. We kind of did our first big batch of that stuff.
The whole legal side of it too.
All the legal
fun.
paperwork,
I love
with
that
an
part.
LLC, we're an operating business, and I think everything
Good
that
for you
works
guys.
into it. Actually, like we were busy with that, kind of establishing our foundation really, and still working out between ourselves how everything works, and like how to make it run smoother, and like how to do things more effective and whatever. And we've done some really cool events and really fun events, and our kind of supporting audience is growing every day.
That's great that you're doing the business
and
side
I
too.
started noticing that we really just definitely at this point reaching people that are not within our immediate like circle of the scene and friends and whatever here in town. Like we have people hitting us up from California, and people that I've never seen around or heard before. They actually hit us up like last week when we did our secret society party, and they showed up and signed up and everything, and it was so cool, like just to see people that
This guy, speaking to what she just said, this guy hits us up. Like, he's like, oh, hey, I was like Googling house music in Las Vegas and underground stuff, and I found your guys' page.
Yeah.
He went and contacted us on Disco Supreme.
Mhm.
And he's like, so what's up? This is what I'm into, da-da-da. Found the event page and was hitting us up to what kind of music we were going to have. So I sent him a link of myself, I sent him a link of her, and like one of our guests. And he's like, whoa, this is awesome. I'll see you there. Shows up, we, set up, whatever, party's going, and this guy comes up and he's like, hey man, this is fucking awesome. It's like, I'm from New York, I just moved out here. I love this. It reminds me of being back home. This venue's great, the sound is amazing. I'm so glad that I found your guys' website. I found that, you guys are doing stuff. And I said, oh yeah, bro, but check it out. There's not just us, it's like everything. Look at follow our Instagram, like follow our social media. You'll see so many other parties of people that are like-minded and doing stuff too. So it's pretty rewarding to see stuff like that.
I'm glad you guys do the legal stuff first, because that's not, people miss that side of it.
Well, we didn't do it for a year.
Well,
for over
but
a
no,
year.
that's smart though, because
Until-
This is our legal
That's where
counsel.
I come
okay,
in.
because I didn't know
That
that.
jazz.
No, I didn't know, but I was that was the case. But I was in the back of my mind saying we need to get you in on this too. But no, people made fun of me when I first started
Need
the
written
label
permission from me first.
because I set up a corporation. We bought a shelf corporation.
Yeah.
I have Soul Summit is the parent corp is a subsidiary of Point Entertainment. We have a Dun and Brad number. All that stuff. And people are like, you ain't got a song out yet. I said, well, I will. And what if it pops off? I don't want to be that guy that's scrambling when I'm talking to do corporate stuff or Indian commercials. They don't want to hear bullshit underground stuff. Not that that's what I live, but they want to hear, like, how are you covered? What's this? What's your protections? Are you talking business or are you some guy at burnout?
Yeah.
So that's tip of the hat to you guys. I'm glad you guys got this guy doing it. I'm assuming he's good. I don't know.
Oh, hey. So Elad is everything where he plays fucking awesome music.
On a
That he
laptop
does.
too. He makes it on a laptop. It's crazy.
And then he comes with, hey, I got you on the legal side too.
Smart
whatever
man.
you need.
Smart man.
Where we all have our different positions, we all have our different jobs.
Lord knows I do.
Things that we're good at, and that's where we're three different people doing the same thing.
All right, let's about you guys. More about you.
I'm the guy that's awake during the day.
Oh, you're the one.
That's why I joined.
Basically,
He's
yeah.
the CEO.
Just started.
Daytime operations.
Yeah, daytime
Daytime operations.
Daytime operations.
9 to
That's
5
my-
business.
I need a new. I need
Daytime managing partner. Is what it is.
Daytime.
That's
Is it
all.
operations manager, emergency operations manager?
All you gotta do is say, "Listen, I'm up so I can talk to London." That's what I tell them. My sleep schedule is adjusted towards that.
We can talk to Tel Aviv when he's asleep,
Nobody telling me wants to talk to you.
I got people out there, man.
I got people out there.
We got one very important man,
if his people are your
Mr.
people,
Levin.
By the way, that was I don't know if I even said it in person, but that was a great set. When was the last? Was that Saturday?
Right.
That wasn't the last time I was here. Fuck,
Was our last
Saturday. I
party?
was here 3 times since Saturday.
I haven't heard you play in a minute. What the hell?
Dude, like yo,
I love when I hear
You
you
can
play.
come out tonight. You'll be
Man,
there in
like
full
he-
swing.
Go home, drink your warm milk, take your nap.
Or take care of my wife.
Eat your cookies.
She'll be fine.
Leave your
and she had 3 days. It's over.
She already shook it off.
You'll be back home in time before she wakes up.
You got shit to do.
We'll return you back by 6 a.m.
Oh man, but it's really good to see you guys not only putting in work, but it paying off. You guys covering your bases and like being more professional than not. It's
Because a lot of people aren't.
it's refreshing.
Yeah, there's a business side of this that most people forget that side. The business side is the business.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, or fortunately, in the real world, you can only do this for so long if you're not proficient in the business side of it. It's just, it's a pipe dream. It's not, it's fantasy land to think otherwise. You've got to take
you're
care of the
wearing a
business.
lot of hats. Like you're a graphic designer, you're a promoter.
I know nothing about that.
You're DJ.
What are you talking about? A lot of hats.
everything.
Yeah, she does a lot. She's
We all
like
do a
she's
lot.
saying.
I think one of the things that made it really easy to forego the business side is like like for one, you have the distinction that most people miss between being a businessman and being a man that does business. There's a difference.
That's true.
You know, and at the same time, when we live in a climate where you got cats that want you to come to a different city but don't have a budget, you know, it's like,
How about this?
you know, well, I mean, and don't get me wrong, it's not like that's like taboo, but for you to solicit someone,
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I draw the distinction. Like, I get it. Like, if I say, hey, look, I'm going to be in bumfuck Egypt, and I want to look for a spot to get in while I'm
That's
there.
a little different, though.
That's totally different.
Totally different.
But for somebody to say, hey, man, the last time I saw you play, it was fucking amazing. You know, what you do would be great at my fucking spot, but all I can pay you with is exposure.
I can expose myself. I have before.
Miss me.
What's that meme, like the Oregon Trail game? You just died of exposure?
Or being eaten.
You can miss me with that shit. But and I struggled with it for a long time because it felt like, you know, I had to check my ego.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, I've been working for myself for more than 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm not working on making money, you know,
No one's paying
it's gotta be, you know, like really worth doing for me to make that kind of
And there are
choice.
things out there like that, but they're few and far between these days.
Absolutely.
They have
there
to,
are indeed,
you know,
exceptions to the
yeah,
rule.
few and far between them.
Necessary exceptions to the rule. There's some joints that you gotta do because, you know, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
But with that said, it makes it really easy for cats to forego the business side because there hasn't really been much business.
Yeah.
You know, you got cats that want more for less.
Yeah.
You know,
All the time.
And speaking to that, it's horrible to see, you know, venues in town where, you know, we had a relationship with a certain venue, and somebody came in and proposed to do it for half the price. But as soon as you go do that, then you're killing everybody around you because people are doing this to pay their bills.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're going and doing this, and you're not even.
When people can find people that would do it for free or for nothing, then, you know, like it drives
But
the
then it's
price
also
down
not
for
like-
everybody else. And people work hard for what we do.
You're bringing down the quality of the music at this venue.
yes.
And they're saving money.
Yeah,
but
here's what happened to, you know, one of the venues.
that's what happened to
in town
Artisan.
That should,
Look at
I
that.
knew what we were
say,
talking
right?
about.
No,
I had pieced it together in my mind.
That's just another one of the venues. But it's like straight up. It's like, look, you did it to yourself.
Ours is a shithole. I hate it. Sorry.
And it's just like somebody comes in low balls, and all of a sudden,
And it
what
shouldn't
used to
be.
be $600 a night went to 500 to 400 to 300 to 200.
And it
to-
shouldn't be.
What do they pay now? They're giving you a
Zero.
box of water to play. Like,
A box of water
What-
and potentially being shocked by the
and a
mixer.
lung cancer.
and, yeah, like seriously.
We
like,
can get
what-
$200, you know, but you gotta have 10 DJs.
And you're gonna bring your own gear for 2 rooms, and you know you gotta do. Come on, get out of here.
You gotta have a
Can you
marathon
please come
lineup.
and make us some money at the bar?
Yeah, exactly. And
Thank
that's,
you.
And that's the thing, like, you know,
Nice work.
that's not
back
even,
again.
you know, you can call it quid pro quo, but the bottom line is that regardless of how you value what somebody else is doing, if at the very least they keep people there while you make money, then they deserve
They
a
have
cut.
value.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
as opposed to, you know, you got 8 DJs on a 6-hour night, you know,
killing me right now.
and you got cats do like you get these marathon lineups with dudes doing these fucking speed dating sets, man. You know,
45 minutes back to back. 3 tracks each, bro.
Somebody hit us up one time. He's like, "Hey, what's up with this festival lineup over here? Where's this festival at?" Like talking shit, you know, on our DMs
Yeah.
on one of our social media things.
yeah. I mean, because some of these flyers do look like a fucking festival.
Dude, and you got, but that at the end of the day, though, you have to. There's a lot of responsibility on us as DJs. I can't. I'm looking forward to playing Commonwealth. So I like that spot. However, we're working on another day, but I didn't. I bitch about the 1 hour sets all the time. So I was like, there's too much heat on that lineup. Too many guys. You were in it, I think. Yeah. I said, it was like Danny. You. I was like,
me, Tino, Tony.
yeah.
Danny,
And I'm like, and I was
you.
supposed, and I'm like, I'll come and support the party, but I can't. I'm not going to just.
I've done it a million
I'm not
times.
going to short stroke it. I mean,
I've
I'm not
done
going
it
to
a
short
million
stroke tonight.
times.
I'm not going to do it.
My thing is that if you got
You know?
X amount of qualified DJs on there, what do you need one more
Yeah,
for?
you don't need one
You know, if you can't do a night with 3 or 4 people, then they don't deserve to play.
Which by chance, It's the theme of Second Sunday. 3
Oh,
DJs,
yeah.
and the third's not necessarily needed.
Yeah.
The third may not play.
No, he'll play, and we love them, and they're gonna be good, but they're not necessarily needed.
Well, I mean, like, it's a different ideology, and I don't want to go like, oh, well, this is what we do.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, but it is what we do, and there's a distinct difference. That's why when you come to play, and listen, go where you want to, you can whatever, but when you come to Second Sunday, you're gonna get 3 DJs.
Mm.
And when I'm not putting down the people we have, because we got heat coming in. Yeah. But our point is, if you're as a DJ and this is what you do, if you can't hold it down for a night with a couple of cats, then you need to still practice, because you should be able to hold it fucking down.
Well, how would they know if they don't get that opportunity?
Well, yeah.
Well, because the gatekeepers say, "Hey, son."
With the DJs, then the onus shifts to people that are booking the DJs, which are
you can put it on them first. You can put it on them first.
Yeah.
You can put it on the people
That's
booking
exactly
first.
what it is. And it, like I said, it's like I'm not a huge person that's like I hate on people who are like are greedy, but it's also this is what people do for a living. Yeah. And when you're over here like trying to, it's playing for free every now and then when you're starting and whatever, then you lock it down and you are grinding and you're making your money and you start here, right? And you want to be here eventually.
No one takes a slut to dinner.
Yeah. But when you start cutting people and just playing for free, you're hurting yourself as well as the entire scene. Yeah. Because
you can pick and choose if it's a venue, if it's somebody. I think if it means
but
something,
people get used to that.
Yeah, but you can't make it a habit. Like if it's something I believe in, that's okay. But it's not to believe in it, and it has to be something that's.
I understand.
You know what I mean? But it's not a fucking habit. I mean, you can't do it. That's stupid.
It's just like I'm number one DJ in Vegas that plays for free at everybody's events.
Yeah.
Like,
now here's the rub, though. Now I've been having these hard conversations with not just people that book me from like in Vegas, but a lot of them are actually my friends. Yeah. And I have to have that. Hey, look, man, enough. Like as a scene. Even as an industry, I mean, because it ain't just Vegas. As an industry, enough is enough.
Well, it has no value.
If
everyone plays for free, there's no value in it.
Exactly.
So
and all the value is going to the bar. So I mean, it's bad enough that most bars don't reach out to have our kind of sound until they're like on their deathbed. Now they're looking for somebody to bring them some money.
A Hail Mary,
and then they get them like, whoa, I should have hit you months ago.
Here's $100.
But that's because you got a dude that talks his way in, and now he's got all this talent, and most people are hungry, and some people just want to have fun. Yeah.
Those are hobbyists.
All of us aren't like hungry, but at the same time we like having fun with our people. So I mean, I think I can speak for a lot of us when I say I don't mind playing for free every now and then because I mean I love having fun with my people. Yeah. But at the same time.
But it's also like perspective where if it's like a paid gig, say, hey, this is a $500 a night.
I know which venue can afford me, and then I will ask for money. And I know when it's just for fun and when budgets are low, and it's like me being there is helping build the party, but I'm also all for this party growing. And then I know when they can get me, that, when I come back next time, maybe. Whatever.
I think the yardstick.
Sometimes it is for exposure, or just building relationships with people, just jamming with your friends. Yep. I don't mind doing that. It just depends on how you approach someone. If you come to them with respect, I think people know. It's not that I'm trying to let me know what
you got, what you can do. That's
scam you or whatever. It's just like sometimes like, look, I have an opportunity. I have a space for you, because so many people, they're just begging to just play and they get on the lineup, and I can make space. But if you if you come and say, I will play, but this is how much my fee is, I'd be like, sorry, but I can't afford you yet. Book you next time, and then I have spots for other people that are willing to do it. But it's no disrespect, whatsoever.
Well, it's just being honest. Like, for me, like the yardstick has been that I don't go out of town to play for free.
No.
So I shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, so what's the difference? If someone's flying me out of town to play and taking care of me, then does that mean I'm not? Obviously, I'm good enough for that. So
I feel like I wouldn't be a responsible adult if I didn't open my mouth and say, "Hey, look, I mean, I lose money."
So wait a minute. I'm gonna pull my car. I'm gonna rent a hotel room. I'm gonna drive my happy ass over there.
Fuck that.
Then I'm gonna come play at your gig.
Not so happy ass.
Make you money, and then I'm gonna have to do all that and pay for my food and everything and drive back. Wait a minute. Where is the advantage for me here?
I don't do that.
I would rather someone say, "Yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that. I'm sorry, man. We got nothing." I'd appreciate that a lot better than I'll give you gas money. There's something about that phrase that just irks the fuck out.
Because you're not 20 years old.
Because if I got enough gas to get there,
grown-ass man.
motherfucker, I
You
got
tell
enough
me
gas
if I
to
hit
get
up a
home.
20-year-old.
You know, so don't hit me with the gas money. Just
Hey, I got gas money.
I don't want to insult you. Put a number on it, and at least there's a number. Don't hit me with that arbitrary gas money shit. You know, but I think the onus is not only on DJs that have some integrity to possibly walk away from potential gigs, but the onus is also on the cats that are booking these dudes.
It was charged for them first, really.
Yeah, and then, you know, sometimes for our events, we hire, you know, we ask people to play if they want to play. Hey, you know, we got a spot for you, but we'll say straight up, this is what's going on. There's a percentage of the bar. There's no flat fee. You know, if you want to come play, we'll promote the shit out of it. We have a decent following, so whatever we get out of there, we'll throw you something, you know?
Yeah.
So, you have, at a venue, you come, you play every week, you have your monthly. There could be nobody there, you make no money.
But that's up front.
Yeah.
You're being up front about it.
Yeah.
But then we take care of people, like, whatever. You can stay at our place, feed you, fly you out, whatever it is.
That sounds like a trap.
So it is a trap. I got a trap house, dog.
And way in, no way out.
You been over there?
Oh, no.
But you know, it's like, hey, we do well, you get paid, we'll take care of you. Like, we'll fucking pay you.
Yeah.
There's no problem there.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're taking the risks too, of not having a successful night.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, it's different where it's like, hey, come here, you get it $500, $600, $1,000 a night. Okay, yeah, we have a budget, we can come here. We'll fucking pay you in advance. I don't give a shit, you know? The money's there. But for these other events where like, hey, it's like 15-20% of the bar, it's
Different events.
totally different. So it's like, hey, it's up front. There you go. Take it or leave it. You know?
Every event's not the same. I mean, you can't. You have to treat some different than others. That's just the way it
It's
is.
just how much you promote, how much you care about it, how much you're going to push it, and how many people you're going to reach out to. Because you can show up here every single Saturday and play your fucking heart out and feel that you're doing the right thing. But if you don't have the people, you don't promote it right, you don't
only
do
last so long.
You're not going to have anybody show up. Yeah. And who's going to lose? You're going to lose. The bar's going to lose, and you're not going to have.
And they only lose for so long before they find somebody else.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, there's certain compulsories that have to happen. There's certain things behind the scenes that most people just take for granted. When it's all said and done, you know, cats put their energy into a night, not only because they're pursuing their personal shit, but for you participants, you know, it's for you to have something to come to. But you gotta come. You gotta support, man.
That's why we don't have streaming.
You know, that every now and then.
That's why we don't have streaming.
You know, that every now and then. I mean, it's a prereq. I mean, you gotta come out. I don't give a fuck what your schedule's like. I don't care. I know I really don't. Like, serious. Like, look at me. I really don't give a fuck. The bottom line is that if you expected to be here, if you expected to be here, you gotta contribute to it, man. You got to. There's no getting around it.
You gotta come.
Everybody gotta pay their taxes.
You gotta come to Temple tonight.
It's like, if you're not gonna come and support it, and that's what you want to do every once in a while, that's not gonna exist if you don't come out and support it. And then you're gonna be, oh, there's nothing to do. Why? Because you didn't go support it.
I'm gonna post on Facebook.
And people were trying to build this.
I wish I was there.
Like sometimes there are people trying to build this shit and have shit for you, but you don't come. So who's gonna come and support it?
I'm gonna post on Facebook right now that I wish I could be there, but I'm not gonna come today.
Oh God!
Just to piss him off. That's his biggest pet peeve. His biggest pet peeve, man. When people are posting, I wish I could be there. Oh shit, we got to be there.
And with that said, be sure to check out Disco Supreme. Make sure you
Good cats.
Find their page and get them the finger.
The finger.
One.
Oh,
that one. And don't forget tomorrow. And tonight and tomorrow, Tempo After Hours. That means it starts at 2:30.
2 a.m. sharp.
2 a.m.
As the juices.
2 a.m. sharp at Tempo.
Damn, she bossy as hell.
and also, I don't know when next. Oh, actually, I think we're back like later on this month. So we'll be back before Christmas. But with that said,
second Sunday.
Yep, this Sunday with Soul Foundation.
Every Friday at Tempo.
So is it every Friday?
2 a.m. Yeah, we got every Friday.
Okay, and
every Friday. And sometimes Saturdays when Robbie Powell runs Saturdays, but when he's out of town, then
we cover Saturdays.
When do you
every single Friday at Tempo After Hours.
New Year's Eve we're doing 2 events. One's Kenny Glassclow downtown. We're going to be doing after hours from 4 to 7. And then we're going to be doing another event at It's a tempo takeover over at what the hell is it?
Yeah,
Sophia's?
nobody cares because I'm playing over here.
Sophia's. We'll be there as well.
There's
Okay.
So we're doing first two to 4 and then 4 to 7.
It's a shame nobody's
there's
gonna
the
be there.
red ribbon.
Yeah, we're gonna burn
It's a shame nobody's gonna be there.
Hey, I'm
'cause
gonna come
playing.
burn this motherfucker down over
I'm
here.
playing.
So you got a plethora of things to get into just for this
Plethora.
weekend
And if
alone.
you need something else to do,
And,
follow our social
um,
media.
And find them on social media, Disco Supreme, and also you got Second Sunday with myself and Bruno and Soul Foundation. And one last thing, I want to give my heartfelt condolences to my man Mike Wilson, and I'm not going to put too much of his shit out there, but he needs donations for his granddaughter. Okay. So if you come out Second Sunday and make a donation, whatever we get, I'm going to match that personally.
Really?
I want to match it.
All right.
Sid's is no joke, and my heart goes out to him and his family, and we got you, because we can't be a community if we don't act like one. With that said, my name is Roy Evans.
Bruno Brown.
Thanks to our guest, Disco Supreme.
Tuesday, Vixen's birthday. Taco Tuesday, come by.
Hey, stop
Yes, sir.
shamelessly plugging. And you don't talk so much.
T3's in the building. Birthday with
Speaking
Ms.
telepathically.
Vixen here. And thank you guys for tuning in. And appreciate you. Stay safe.
Peace.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick, bro.
Because there's no peace without unity.
Wow, that was profound as hell.
Got it,
Roy.